We've recently, sorry. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mayan. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mayan. I'm a NIO House fellow in UAE, Abu Dhabi. I'm just here to tell you what I love about this brand. So starting from here, as you can see that we have the EL8 on this stand in Yas Mall. What I love actually about NIO, first of all, if you look at the shape, it's so clean, it's so neat, and it gives you a prestigious look, an aggressive look, and at the same time, it's so luxurious. But if you look closer, this car here is full of technologies. From the headlights, from the cameras, from the LiDAR system, everywhere. And if you look closer to the car, let's have a look at the interior here. You can see that the quality of the interior is outstanding, from fine nappa leather to the wood to the recycled materials used inside the car. And you can see our little friend here, Nomi. Have a look inside.
So guys, what you just saw was of course NIO in the UAE. Mine, I think that's how you pronounce his name. The NIO manager there, he's going to be a NIO House manager very soon. Very, very cool. And they got a very professional setup over there. And in this video, I'll be sharing why I think the UAE will be extremely successful for NIO, in my personal opinion. Okay, so we do know for a fact that at the end of this month, the NIO House will open over there in the UAE. And these cars are going to be a top choice for the customers there in the UAE because of several reasons. So let's start off with reason number one is, of course, battery swap. Now, what do we know about the UAE? Well, it's not exactly cold there. In the Europe, it's cold. In the UAE, it's very hot. But both of these, they have the benefit of where if you go for a battery swap, you don't have to exit the car, right? In the UAE, it's extremely hot outside. You can sit in the comfort of your car with AC blowing air, cool air. You can stay cool the whole time, just like inside those shopping malls where they have AC and everything's nice and cool. And you can do a battery swap, get your battery to full, and you can drive without ever exiting the car, which is absolutely fantastic. Whereas with charging, if it's an outdoor charger, you're going to have to get out the car, expose yourself to the heat and the sun, grab onto the charger. If there aren't any shades on top, then that charger might also be very hot to the touch. You might end up, burning yourself on the hand. So of course, these are some very comfort-ish benefits for battery swap. And I hope that if mine and your team, and if the UAE guys or even European guys, if you're watching this video, I hope you guys can market this advantage very, very well to the customers, that this is very different from your other EVs, right? So that's number one, of course, for battery swap. In Europe, it's the same. It's very cold outside. You can sit in the warmth of your car and do your battery swap without having to get out and touch maybe the wet charging handle, that kind of stuff. So of course, that's going to be very successful in Europe and in UAE. So in UAE, I think it's going to be more successful because I think it's going to be unbearably hot outside. So yeah, very nice. But then of course, we have the lifestyle part. I think the lifestyle part is going to be very, very successful for NIO in the UAE. Apparently, according to a lot of European NIO owners and also some NIO employees here in China, the European lifestyle aspect, the community aspect, it didn't really take off. All right, I want to say take off carefully because I wouldn't say it's unsuccessful. No, it just didn't really take off. Okay, so it's okay there, not spectacular, but just okay. But I think in the UAE, the lifestyle aspect of the brand, of the company, is going to absolutely take off because of the Joy Camp for the kids, having a nice, comfortable place for your kids to play in with AC, where the dad can, work and be at the NIO house and just work. There's going to be a NIO employee watching over your kid. The wife can go shopping. I mean, that's 3 birds with 1 stone, all right? 3 birds with 1 stone. So that's definitely going to be a big aspect. And then, of course, here in China, the community aspect, where you have all these NIO events, all these kind of, whether it's fun events to learn stuff like how to knit or how to make something, or for kids, kid events or sporting events, that kind of stuff, community-related events. That is also going to be very, very successful in the UAE because, it's a very posh, luxurious lifestyle, right? And there's definitely a market for that. And remember, with NIOs, you're not just selling the car, you're selling a lifestyle, so to speak. So in that aspect, they're also going to be very, very successful there. And let's also remind ourselves that, the UAE, they're some of the richest people in the world, right? Dubai, Abu Dhabi, these guys, people that live there are very well off, and definitely they're not going to be nitpicking in terms of like, oh, I want this car to be a little bit cheaper. No, they got money for expensive, they got money to splurge. So there's going to be definitely a ton of customers that are capable of buying this car, and definitely a lot of customers that will want a lifestyle that NIO is providing. So that is, I think, is a perfect match for NIO in the UAE. And in terms of marketing, I think the biggest challenge right now is to get its name out there. A lot of people see the cars on the road. They're like, oh, what is this car? We don't even know what it is. It looks so nice. And they see it on the road. What is it though? But they don't know what it is. So of course, marketing, making sure people understand battery swap, making sure people understand the 9 different benefits of battery swap, not just time saved, but battery degradation, recyclability, upgradability, all those kind of stuff, health check, etc., all those benefits of battery swap. Make sure that customers understand that. And if they understand the whole picture of NIO, there's no way that they're not going to buy a NIO. Like, for example, earlier for me, many years ago, like, even though I've been following NIO stock even since 2018 and 2019, I always thought maybe I'd buy a Tesla, right? But it was until I fully understood battery swap that really convinced me, like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to buy a Tesla. Same thing with a lot of NIO owners that right now here in China. Once you understand all the benefits of battery swap, why the hell would you buy a Tesla, right? You only buy a Tesla if you don't understand all the benefits of battery swap, okay? So that's the thing, it's more of a mental education, all right? Making sure people know what's going on. What is this brand all about, right? With NIO, there is a very steep learning curve. Like, if you explain everything here in China, explain the insurance, explain the benefits, explain all the incentives, explain the features, battery swap, oh my God, it's going to take you at least 2 hours to explain everything. There's a very, very, like, a steep learning curve with NIO vehicles. That's why, like, when I go to one of the showrooms and try to sell cars along with the sales reps, man, it's a tough job, guys. It's a tough job. And this is me doing it voluntarily. I'm just volunteering, all right? You talk for hours, all right? Like, maybe like an hour or plus just to try to explain the different aspects of the company. So there's definitely a steep learning curve, but I wish them best of luck. I'm sure that these guys, they got it honed in. They're going to be able to explain everything properly to the customers, and then when they do, of course, there's no reason not to buy a NIO. So NIO is going to be very successful in the UAE for all those reasons. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.